phone. I sent Ayann the link and her email. So hopefully she'll be able to come in and chime in. I'll add her to the stage. I ended the live on stream, y'all. Well, nobody over there, no way. It's only live for 27 minutes. So I got a good hour and a half in me. And then I got to get up and cook. So y'all come on in, hit the like button, share the live, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to each other. If you guys are doing content. If you're catching this and I'm not live no more, type replay in the chat. We are live with Ayann today. She is going to bless us with information. And when you guys get in here, let me know you're here by typing in the chat. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to end this here and then I'm going to go on my laptop and watch the chat. No one is in here yet. I've been live for 1 minute, exactly 1 minute so far. And not one eyes have peeked up in here. Y'all hit that like button, share the live for me. Please and thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let me go down here to the premium. Okay. Okay. I'm about to like it and I'm about to share it. Finally, we got one like and one person up in here. I had to be live for down going near 2 minutes. Come on in, come on in. Hit the like button. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I need my phone stand. Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. Come on in. I don't know no damn fancy Lee. Come on in, y'all. How y'all doing? Hit the like button, share the live for me. Please and thank you. Watch the ads all the way through. Please and thank you. Don't forget to hype my long form videos up. Please and thank you. Come on in, come on in, come on in, y'all. 25 people and only 2 likes. Y'all can come on and say good morning. Hit the like button. You might just be passing through. I understand. But go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Everyone's. How is y'all doing up in here? You make sure I turn my sound down. Yeah, it's down good. So we won't have no echoing, you know? Come on in, come on in. Y'all hit that like button, share the live, subscribe to the channel. I got 2 likes and 19 eyes are all on my screen. Now, why would that be? Why? Did y'all just forget? Go ahead and hit the thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I got 3 likes, 17 eyes on me. All eyes on me. Deborah Ray in the building. Deborah Ray in the building. Come on in, hit the like button. Take your goofy ass on, you stupid bitch. Get your dumb ass out of here. Fucking goofy ass. Anybody got time for all that foolishness? Take y'all goofy ass on, go play in heavy traffic. I mean heavy traffic. And walk real slow when you going across that highway or that road. Walk real slow. We ain't coming in here for to chop it up, to have a good time, to get to know people and see what we talking about. Then go ahead, keep moving. Shit, just wasting oxygen, being on the earth and dumb shit. So anyway, okay, I got that off my chest. How's everybody else doing? Everybody, come on in and say hello. Hit the like button. Send me some hearts. Y'all see how them hearts going up? Yeah. So I'm just waiting on Ayann to get the link I sent her. Hopefully it works because I emailed it to her. Uh I'm used to sending it via text when I send it. If this don't work, then we're just gonna have to wait till another time, which is just not working out. But I'm gonna give her a few minutes, y'all. So y'all support the channel by becoming a member. That means you join the channel. Subscribing is free. Subscribing is free. I still only got 3 likes though. I got 3 likes. Come on in, y'all. 17 people eyes on me. Y'all in the bushes. Come on out the bushes. Say good morning. Say grand rising. Say happy Tuesday. Say something enlightening. Say something motivational. Don't just say anything. Some of y'all got personality disorders, don't know what to say. Just be typing anything in the chat. Just for attention. And you in the wrong place for that, because I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna ignore you. But every now and then I'm gonna say some shit. And it ain't gonna be what you like. So make sure you saying something that one adult to another. And if you're not an adult, you most definitely ain't supposed to be up here. Do not be up in here if you're not an adult. Hello, come on in. Hit the like button, share the live. My likes ain't went up. Let's go. Grand Rising, Roxy and Rock Stars. Come on in, Just Barbara. Come on in. So good to see you up in here. And I still only got 3 likes. What is y'all looking for if you ain't coming to like nothing? That's what be pissing me off. Even if I ain't your cup of tea, if you stopped in, it's just cordial to say hello when you meet people, eye contact. When you step in their house, it's just cordial and respectful to say hello. In passing, not even trying to have a conversation. Just respectful to say hello, good morning. Okay, here she is, y'all. Welcome. Ayann in the building. Ayann is in the building.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, let me know if it's too loud because I have on headphones and I'm echoing.
Well, so far on my end, it sounds gravy.
Okay, sorry
You
about that.
say,
I was having technical difficulties and it seems that I didn't have YouTube updated, so I had to fix all of that.
oh, okay. I get it. It happens. No biggie. So I said, let me just try it this way because that thing be acting crazy. StreamYard, especially when you ain't paying for it, they be tweaking. Deborah Ray say, hello, Ayann. Just borrow say, now you got 4 likes. Right, I got 4 likes now. Thank you. Come on, y'all.
Great day, Paul. Great day. Hit the like button.
Share the live, y'all. Come on in. Put y'all questions in the chat. Yeah, well, those who already know why we're here. Anybody else, y'all don't know, y'all can stay tuned. Check out the channel. Check out the live stream. See if it's your cup of tea. See if I'm what you like. Check out my playlist. Ready Rocks Rebuild. I got the skits. I got a whole bunch of Peach McIntyre. I got story time. Binge watch some of that stuff when you're bored. Just borrow
Okay,
say
while
you're
you talking,
welcome.
oh, I was gonna say while you talking, I'm gonna have somebody fix this camera issue that we're
Okay.
having.
All right.
They're more tech savvy than me.
Okay. I get it. You say you're welcome. She said, hi, Miss Deb. Hi, Ayann. Come on in, everybody. We got Ayann today. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 10K. Check out the channel. Don't just give up pity. Subscribes. Actually check out the people that you subscribe to. Even if it ain't every day. We get it. I subscribe to a lot of people I barely see, but when I see, I'll be like, oh, let me check it out. It's just so many people. So we got 9 people and 5 likes. Thank y'all. In the meanwhile, while we waiting on her to set up, we just gonna chop it up. She said Julie asked if she plants strawberries and raspberries, do they grow all year long? Okay, that's one. We'll get to that when she gets So good. Y'all can type the questions now because I could just scroll through them, ask questions about anything that we've been talking about. And today we are going to focus on uh growing. She told us to save our seeds, save your fruit and plant seeds. And you can go to the library and get some stuff too. That's what I remember her saying last time. So we hopefully we'll be able to do a Zoom one day in October. Anytime after the 15th is good for me. So we at least give us a good 2 or 3 weeks, depending on all the stuff we may need to gather up. Yeah, I got my little alarm on so I can know when to stop.
How much
So
time you got, Robs?
I got like
Before
an
you
hour and a half.
Okay, okay,
So it's what 11. So about 12:30.
okay. Julie said, "Can she plant strawberries and raspberries? Do they grow all year long?" Depending on where you are, like I told Deb last week, we're in the age of information, so you can Google your area, your zone, and find out what fruits and vegetables you can grow in your area. Because, like I said, I don't know personally the zone information. That's not my expertise. But the master gardener that I do have access to, whatever questions I have, I always ask her, or either I Google for myself the things that that I need her to answer, or whatnot. But Google again is your best friend when it comes to information.
Okay, let me get my cord. Legendary Princess saying, hope everybody has a great and wonderful day. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this young woman. She has such cheerful, I mean, funny, high-spirited content. That's what really stands out to me. It's like no matter probably what type of day she having, I don't see nothing sad from her. It's just so sparkly and you know what I'm saying? And I need that in my life because all my shit don't be sparkly. I might have a down moment. I'll be out in the funk and my shit might depress you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll try to be more mindful, when I'll be doing stuff like that. That everybody, don't want to be triggered. They might be having a good day. They probably had their moment last week. Here you come. So that's what I do appreciate about her channel. Hey, Nerly.
And what you just described is energy. That's what you
Energy.
just described. Your aura. What does
Mm-hmm.
your aura say about you? And
Yes,
every day I
indeed.
just choose to have an aura of abundance, an aura of benevolence. I choose to leave all that other stuff behind, and not let it affect my internal, because nothing outside of me can affect me internally. And then too, it all depends on your perspective on life. You have to have a different perspective on life than you've ever had before.
Yes. And it
So
changes.
that's the main thing that I would say is different about me from other people, is that I don't perceive life as this gloom and doom or lack, or like I said, it's all about what you perceive the world to be. Either the world is going to provide all your needs or it's not. You have to decide that for you. And once you decide that, then that's when you'll have access to it.
Genius Woman said, hey, Roddy Rods, just stopped by to say hi on my way out before it rains. Enjoy your day, sis. You too. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping through. I really, really do. I get it. Not everybody is going to be able to see and stay. But y'all most definitely just chap in and say hello, good morning, grand rising, whatever it is. Hit the like button and let me know what's going on. That means a lot. And that's what I was saying when I was live on the other app on StreamYard about energy. I don't know if I had my mic on or not, but I was saying about, when we come live and we do entertainment and we do skits and we post the video, that energy is going to come through the comment section to let us know that, oh, I really enjoyed that. You made my day, or I resonate with that. So if it's just like you on stage and you sing it or whatever, and it's a whole audience out there. I mean, it's full. The house is packed, and everybody really is liking it, but they not saying nothing. They not clapping. They not, not. Oh, they not signing nothing. They not showing no energy that shows that this is really something that they want to see. So that
Right.
person on the stage is going to feel it, and that's not
Right.
going to make them feel good.
And you have to reciprocate the energy, just like when a comedian gets on stage, he got to hype his crowd up before he even get to flowing.
That's right.
Just like in church, when the pastor get up to speak, why you think that
Oh,
they have uh uh the choir sing and bring you into? Because I've been in the choir before, so I know how the I'll say it's a show because that's what it is. They're putting on a show
that's what I always
for the
said.
congregation because you have to come in and sing certain songs. Because I remember a time when I was in church and I was one of the leads in the church, and I decided to sing a different song than the praise and worship song because you know they gotta get to your emotions.
Hmm.
And I was reprimanded because I chose to choose to sing a different song because it was more upbeat. It wasn't the praise and worship to get the people to open up their pockets and you know what I'm saying.
Right, right,
So I
right.
know how churches flow. I understand the energy. I understand the people in the church because you see women and men hollering and hooping and running and jumping. That's all for show. None of that is
Hmm.
sincere. And they might say that it is, but are you a person who I can trust to be telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? Or
Right,
are you a liar?
exactly. Hey, AEV and Knowledge is Key. Everybody just coming in. Welcome,
And they
welcome
were
to the channel.
and they will out shout, out jump, out run, wigs falling off each other. Because
Hmm.
that's what it is. It's about outdoing one another. Even to the clothes you wear and the cars you drive. You got to get your car washed on Saturday to prepare for Sunday so that your car is the cleanest in the lot. Shit like that. And I'm just gonna say shit like that because that's what it is. We gonna call it what it is. But that you see that
Yes.
everywhere. It ain't just in church. You see that at the club. So how are you any different than the people at the club? You're not.
Hmm.
You're not really set apart. You doing the same thing they do.
You say you can catch the wave sometime. I'm just saying. What you mean by catch the wave sometime?
And that's what I mean about energy. You can. It is a wave of foolishness. You're right. You can.
I noticed when I
It
was
ain't
going to
nothing but
church, and
look. It ain't nothing but the spirit jumping from person to person. That's what it is.
that's
And
what
they
it appears
call
to
it
be to me. That's
and
my opinion too.
they call it the Holy Ghost spirit.
Yeah, because
So it's a
I
ghost.
noticed some people will stop when there ain't nobody looking at them. I've noticed that they're like sit down, like you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
And
Like I said, I
nobody
was
is. I
very
don't think nobody is really actually like saying that there is no spirit or something like that. But it's like a lot of people they be faking it for the attention, and then others there is a spirit. But what spirit is that?
that's what I'm saying. If your spirit is that easily consumed, then you need to be checking yourself, to be honest. If something can get on you and make you move and jump and shake and jitter and run and hoop and holler and speak in tongues, you need to check yourself. You need to be wondering why are you so easily accessible?
Hmm. Yeah, because
Because you
we
wide
wanted to
open.
we want to feel what we're watching. We want to receive a message, whether it's somebody, and like if you got a job or you in class in college or something, and somebody comes speak, you want to be able to feel and really like get excited about what they talking about, and they're supposed to motivate you, especially if it's something in your field that's really helping you. You know, planting seeds, and somebody is like for example, Peach. She puts out this stuff and act like she's the reason why folks are successful. No one is, no one person is the reason why one person is successful. It's a
And
collective
you
thing.
wait. You see that comment? Everyone in the chat is overweight. They speaking for themselves.
Oh yeah, they projecting.
That's what I mean when I say they goofy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that, but
And,
I
and
see
they'll
it
be the
now.
main one, and they'll be the main ones talking about the love of God and Jesus Christ this and Jesus
Yeah, they
Christ
think the
that.
rapture today. This person right here mad because the rapture
Well, he
didn't happen
missed
today.
it. He or she missed it.
Yeah, they no, it's okay, boo boo. It's gonna be all white. It's gonna be all white. Ah, sick ass. Let me get him up out of here. We had enough fun
Please,
with him.
please do, because I don't deal with ignorance. I'm free from all unrighteousness.
There we go. Yeah, I like to chop it
You-
up for about 5 seconds, cuss them out sometime, and keep it going. That was
Yeah.
fun. Let's keep it going.
I see somebody said it's the Holy Spirit.
I don't know about that. I don't know about if it's the Holy
It's only
Spirit.
holy. It's only a Holy Spirit if it's benevolent. Is it benevolent? Because most of these preachers are proven not to be, and most of the people in the congregation are proven not to be also.
Yeah, I don't think everybody that has necessarily felt something didn't feel the Holy Spirit, but a lot of them not feeling the Holy Spirit. I know that for a fact. I
Because
know
they'll
I've
come.
sat in church. I've sat in church and felt it go down my spine, and I know it was nothing bad because it was coming from me. I felt it. I
Hmm.
felt something. I mean, I know who I am and I know what I stand on. But that same preacher that's over here and his wife and they doing this and they, all them experience I had in that church and found out who these people really was, calling us ignorant and all kind of stuff. There's no way there was no Holy Spirit over that because they wouldn't have been treating us like that. But I get what you're trying to say, Judge Barra. I do believe that I believe there are different spirits. Some I may be holy, some may be righteous, but you got to know the spirit. You got to know the
That's why
spirit.
they say test the spirit by the spirit. But if you're a malevolent spirit, you can't test a benevolent spirit. You can succumb to one. You don't have. You're not more powerful than the benevolent spirit because you choosing to be of the world. I don't
Right.
care how much or what level of
Hey,
malevolence
Layla.
you committing, but you still malevolent.
I can't even drop the link now because I'm on my phone, and once I go live, I can't come out of it. I had sent her this on the email, just Boris, and now you make me want to go live again just so I can drop a link for you. Maybe later today. What you doing later today?
Well, since I fixed it, it might work. Well, she wanted to join the live.
I can't come out to send it to her though. You
Oh,
see what I'm
okay.
saying?
Okay. I get
I will
what you're
have to
saying.
come out the live in order to send to her, and it's gonna make the live drop. So I need to know ahead of time. But when we on stream, y'all, anybody can just click the link. You know what I'm saying?
But do you see how this was divinely orchestrated? I don't play when
Hmm.
it comes to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even this was divinely orchestrated because any other time I'm able to get in without no problem. But you
Yeah, I
had to do
believe
it this
God is
way.
spirit, but we saying these folks don't be having God's spirit.
They don't have
Some of these
godly
folks don't be having
characteristics,
God's spirit.
or they don't have godly characteristics or
Right.
traits. That's what
So
they
in
missing.
order for just because somebody in church and supposed to be having the Holy Ghost or know the Bible or the preacher up there or the deacon is this and they doing all the things that they do in the church according to what they supposed to do, that don't mean that that's who they really are. There's a sheep's and wolf clothing, and a lot of them are that. Now I ain't saying all of them are. There's some great people in church. I mean, I know a lot of you guys go to church, and you all guys I have or believe in God, or either you used to go to church or go now, or whatever religion you have. You might be Buddhist, you might be what's that doggone religion? My friend was in it. When they, what's the name of the people be on the street?
Jehovah Witness.
No, not them, but they the other ones that look like they want to be Muslim, but they ain't quite Muslim. They have on the funny clothes. They black.
Oh no, it's so many of them. It's hard to keep. That's why I say a lot of confusion. A lot of
I can't think of him.
yeah,
Dang,
a
my
lot of
friend was the
confusion.
one that came to help me celebrate my daughter's 70th birthday. She used to be a part of them. And man, damn, I can't think of their name. They be on the street and they be reading the Bible all loud and stuff. And it be a bunch of men mostly. Look like Hope Tep brothers. You say you are the church. Yeah, we are, but we talking about other people. We got to know the spirit. We saying the same thing. I think we really much agree about a lot of the same things. Maybe not everything, but I
Yeah,
think me, you, and
you,
Jess Barra, we feel the same way about a lot of things. But the lack of communication can
but
get kind of
when you say
twisted.
you are the church, how is your church being represented? That's what I'm saying. With if you don't have godly characteristics and godly traits, that's what I mean when I say what kind of church you running. The church
That's
says a
true.
lot about you, which is your vessel. Your vessel says a lot about you. How you carrying yourself.
That's why so many people fooled and so many kids being hurt in these churches, and so many young women are telling their stories, and so many preachers that's married over there doing things they ain't supposed to be doing. And you know what I'm saying? People in the church fear. And the ones that's not, we not talking about them. They doing the, you know what I'm saying, the best they can, and they, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that go to church is what we describe. We just talking about the ones that are fake, because there's a lot of fakeness going on. And the good thing about it is when you know the spirit by the spirit, you don't have that problem as the person that can recognize the spirit in the person that's trying to fool you. They can't
You
fool you.
showed
They can
you
jump up
showed
and
that
down
because
all day long. They can say, recite that Bible and verses backwards and forwards. And just since you recognize that real spirit, because you see it for what it is, they can't fool you. But some people can be fooled because they don't recognize it. They think just
our
because he's a
ancestors
preacher.
being fooled since the very beginning, and that's why I say it's just passed down foolishness. You just fell for the okie doke just like your ancestors did. But I refuse to be that, especially in this day and age. It's too much
Yes.
information out here for you to still be gullible and falling for masses' plan for your life.
Yes,
I got a
indeed.
different plan for my life.
Exactly.
My plan is to overcome the oppression, the suppression, the repression, and to keep doing the dysfunctional behaviors and patterns that led us here. That shit crazy to me. And I mean crazy.
Absolutely.
Like mentally and emotionally unstable, like crazy. It makes no sense.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people are suffering with cognitive dissonance, because you have a belief versus the actual facts. You don't have the facts. You running with a belief, which is causing your cognitive dissonance. If you look up the word cognitive dissonance, that's exactly what it is. Two opposing forces, the facts versus a belief.
The facts versus the belief.
Yes, the truth
Hmm.
versus what man told you was inspired by God.
Just Barnes said, you don't know because we never meet in person. Well, we talking about the people we meet in person. I'm talking about the people I've seen in church, the
You
people
will
I
still
know.
know. You will still know. I
Yeah, you
don't
can
even
see a
have to
lot
meet
of it.
somebody.
You can see a lot of it on social media, just not even on the church realm. We talking about just an everyday realm. These folks that be up here and you see them on a regular basis, they can't fool you. Now, one person for the first time come up and say a little sob story or some enlightening words and a happy spirit, and you be like loving it. You don't know because that's the first time. You might not never see them again. But people that we see, we can be able to see from a distance.
But this is what I mean, the difference between spiritual knowing and a physical belief. You're limited by the physical, because you can't test the spirit by the spirit without being in that person's presence. And even then, you sometimes you sleeping with the enemy and don't even realize you're sleeping with the enemy.
Oh
So I
my
can't
God,
expect
we ain't
you.
want to talk about that
But
one.
what I'm saying, I can't expect you to look on the TV screen and recognize the spirit by the spirit, because you're not looking for the same things I'm looking for. I'm looking
Right,
for all the nonverbal cues that I see in that person. I'm looking at the spirits. I'm not looking at the physical body and what's coming out their mouth. Because a lot of times it be a bunch of lies coming out their mouth. But the action's gonna always prove who you are. That's why I said people run around here with these representatives and they think that their representative is fooling everybody, but it's not. Some
right,
people can see right through that.
right through it, right through it.
Because I
Hmm.
have talked to people that I've never met before in my life, but they ask for my opinion about certain situations, and I can give them the answer quickly. They may not want to hear it, because
Once you
there's
tell them,
multiple solutions for one problem. There's multiple solutions. And I ain't got to never meet you in my life, but I can tell you what you're doing wrong and where you're doing it wrong at, because that's just my experience in life. Your
just bro,
experiences
I
are
wish
going
you
to get
could
you
come up
further.
here. As you say, I listen to her so I can learn how to read the Bible for myself. I am self motivated. Now when it comes to the Bible, my thing is, uh, I don't really believe everything in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I believe there was a Bible written. Okay, let's just go back. Let's just say we going back to when God gave the orders to write this stuff down. Okay, let's say that happened. How many years ago that happened? How many times have how many hundreds of years, and how many times you think that word has been changed by design on purpose to make it mean what it? And let's talk about the lost Bible, the lost books of the Bible as well. So you mean to tell me our oppressor who've done all these things to our ancestors and other people's ancestors, not just ours, have actually took this book and not changed one word in it since it was first written, the way that the creator of heaven and earth, I ain't talking gonna say God, I'm gonna say the creator of heaven and earth, has told them to do. So none of them evil men that did what they did to Jesus, allegedly, has changed that for their own benefit. They want us to have everlasting life and to treat right and live a good life so God will put us in heaven when they themselves have took us and did all kind of things to us, our ancestors and other people is to this day doing it. So I would not believe for 1 minute whatever words that God told them men to write and forward to mean, whatever it was supposed to mean, has not been played with. That's the problem I have. So I told God, the heaven and earth, creator of heaven and earth, I told him I don't have time to dissect what's true, what's not. Certain things are common sense. It's just gonna hit. Some men you gonna hit because you are who you are. I don't have to go through all that. Like some people just evil. I'm not. I just read a motherfucker real good. I'll just express myself, but I got a heart of gold. But that ain't gonna make me no fool or gonna be nobody's victim. So there's a difference when it comes to that. So that's my problem. But I don't have time to worry about that. My main thing is being able to get my message, to take care of my family, to know that me and God's relationship, the creator of heaven and earth, is what it needs to be, and to lead me on this path so I can take care of my family and teach them to do the same thing, to take care of themselves. I ain't got time to be trying to figure out what's right and what the pastor said this verse mean and all that. And all the while, he may be doing this and he may be doing that. And I'm not going to be talking about no, oh, don't worry about the messenger. It's the message. That's it is. I can hang out with all kind of killers then. That's the case. If I can hang out with a no do dirty ass pastor and the people in the damn organization, in the choir, and then the pulpit, and then the audience, and they can all be messy and because they got a good message, they said some real shit. I can hang with them, then I can go hang with the gangbangs. They say real shit all the time.
And that's what I mean when I say they're no different than the world. They are of the world. They're no different than the world. Just because you say you're set apart does not mean that you're doing anything that's set apart. What are you doing to make sure that you're set apart? Because in order to be set apart, you got to be set apart. And that means that you can't be malevolent like the people in the world. So how are you really set apart if you're not? And that's what I
And
mean. I
that
don't care what your mouth is saying, your actions gonna prove you wrong every time because the shit ain't aligning. It's not matching. None of it is. You might say one thing and do something totally different. Then you say, "Oh, God, please forgive me." Forgive you for what? That was your free will. You acted upon your free will. And guess what? Ain't no forgiving that because you chose to do it. It was free will. That's why I said they got a scapegoat. They think that they can go to Jesus and ask for forgiveness and all is forgiven. No. Common sense tell you that that don't even make sense. Because then that means that Christians, if that's what they're doing, they're the ones out here doing all the sinning.
right. And putting it off on everybody else like it ain't them.
But then tell other people don't sin. But they can sin
God know they heart.
Jesus died for their sins. So why keep committing sins then? If you know somebody gave their life, why would you keep doing it? That makes no sense. And that's what I mean about the mental and the emotional stability of these people and the people that think like that.
Just Byron said, I can hear it in the cadence. Yep. Straight through the bullshit. Yep. Me either. The
And not
Bible
even
is
when she
like a
say about the
word
cadence,
search.
when you read the Bible, you have to get a concordance in order to even understand every word that's being. That's what I mean about the comprehension of the Bible. You have to comprehend, and most people don't comprehend what the papers that they sign at the doctor's office. Most people don't comprehend what they read in a regular everyday book. So I know most of these people are not comprehending what the Bible is saying. They're not. They might say they are, but they're not. Comprehension is essential when you read to the point where Jesus came to what?
What?
To
Just Byron?
get rid of religion.
Oh my
But
goodness,
Christians are the
girl.
most religious people I've ever met in my life.
Deborah Ray said, Jesus said he is in the world, but not of the world. And you say, I kept getting grapes, so I stayed out of the church, but that book belongs to us. I don't believe that
That book
part.
is about you, yes.
I don't
And it's
believe
about
it's
all the
not been
generations
tampered with.
prior to you. It is about you. Not for you, but about you.
And I believe it's been tampered with. Period. But again, I don't worry about that part because I know the creator of heaven and earth is real. I believe that all day long. Now, well,
And
just
even
because
if
I
you
believe something don't mean it's true, but I just happen to believe that. I'm so sorry to hear that, Just Barbara. Yeah, I would love for you to email me and you can come up and we can chop it up. We can all, have that way I know, then I can send you the link next time. Because when I'm on the phone, it's totally different. It's not the same as having a stream yard and that link just sitting there. Because if I can't even get in the comments from this phone that I'm live on. I have to go to my laptop and type if I want to type something.
because even the Bible tell you how not to be deceived by man.
Yeah.
And that's by being benevolent. You have to be something that they're not capable of being. And the people that oppressed our ancestors, were they capable of love? Were they capable of any of these things that
Right.
we claim they have for us so much that they want to save your soul?
So
By
yeah,
giving you a book to read that tells you and shows you the way. Come on now.
all right, that they tampered with all day long. They tampered with that. They changed that around. That's why they had Nat Turner going around preaching it. They made him go around. That's why he got angry and did what he did. He couldn't take it no more. He knew that they was making him tell the lies, like obey your master. You know, don't worry about what your master doing. You can go to heaven later. You're gonna suffer now, but when you get to heaven, it's gonna be all right. Lies. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that for
Just
one
like
second.
the Indians trusted them, the Mexicans trusted them, every nationality has trusted them. And where has that left them? I just want to know.
Oh man, just Byron. See, that's what we talking about right now. I mean, not just that, because I'm not gonna say just because the church is not necessarily hey Mika, thank you for becoming a member. Uh
So if the pastor was a freak and the messages that and the energy that he's sending out to his congregation, what you think they're gonna be? They're gonna pick up on that Holy Ghost or Holy Spirit that you referring to. It's his spirit. He's the
right.
one leading the church. He's the leader. So
And
everybody in the church just following him, right? So
and just because his
they're
message is allegedly right? His
so
message
they're
is from the
so they
Bible.
are his minions. That's what I mean when I say you got to know who's leading you. Ain't nobody leading me but God. Pastor is not leading me.
That's right.
Jesus is not
Those
leading me
are
because
cults.
even he was a physical being. Jesus is not even leading me because he never said worship him in the first place. So I don't know where people see that in the Bible. Where does it say that?
Oh, but just like they say, don't worry about the messenger. The pastor ain't perfect. But he need to go get a goddamn job as a bus driver then.
But that
Don't
see,
have your
that's what I'm
stinking
saying
ass
about
up
that.
here reading no Bible as no
Nobody is
pastor.
nobody is perfect because they all got dysfunctional patterns that they keep repeating over and over,
By
generation
choice.
after generation. Yes, it's a choice. You have to choose to do something different with your life. How are you representing your ancestors by doing something better than they did if you're doing the same shit they did?
Right. I know I
Now,
ain't got no business trying to be
excuse my
no
language, but I'm just saying you can't be an example of something greater if you're not greater.
right. And like I said, if a pastor gonna get a pass for telling me something that the Bible says and it's a good message I need to follow just because he ain't shit and he raping kids and women and lying on his taxes, I should still take that because he gave me a good message. Well, I can take it from the devil then. That's the case.
But
Satan
that's what
himself
I
know the
mean when I
Bible.
say that's what I mean when I say they do the same thing he doing because he can do. If he can do it, then who am I? That's what I mean.
Insanity.
That mentality is craziness. At some point, it's got to stop with somebody. Somebody got to make the change. Somebody got to stop doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
Exactly. And
I
they be
just chose to
praying.
do that because I seen too many people doing the same thing, expecting a different result. How are we gonna fix this?
I'm glad you left, Just Bar. I'm so glad. Hey Sheila, come on in, girl. Happy Tuesday. How you doing? And we over here chopping it up. We talking about things, girl. We be talking about things with Ayann. Uh,
We talking about human development and spiritual maturity because a lot of people are not humanly developed because they're missing a lot of their basic developmental skills because they tend to repeat a lot of things instead of learning something new and going on to learn something new and going on to learn something new. Instead, they keep repeating the same dysfunctional
same
patterns,
dysfunction.
never
Just like when
learning
it comes to the
anything new.
voting. It's like
That's
we
why
just keep doing the same thing.
you got a lot of immature adults because they haven't matured physically or spiritually.
And harsh as it may
And their
sound,
actions
it's the truth.
and characteristics prove it. Because they still running around here talking about Satan made me do it when they got free will. He ain't gonna stop you.
Right.
God ain't gonna stop you neither. They gonna let you use your free will to do what you please. So
Yeah.
instead of doing the wrong thing every time, start doing the right thing. Like they say, what would Jesus do?
Oh man, that used to be so heavy. They used to have shirts and outfits. Y'all remember them outfits they was wearing heavy around about 2013, 2014, and they had the crosses all up on the pantsuit and the dress and the t-shirt that said, "What would Jesus do?"
And all of
Oh
that is
man.
propaganda. All of it. He's just a walking billboard. And that's what I mean when I say all of this stuff is designed for humanity. All of it.
Just Barbara said, I speak with the ancestors as well, and they broke the Bible down like a pound. I'm a believer and I believe in a lot of pain, but they all come from God.
She
Not
said, not
pain.
pain.
That
That
was
was a
a
typo.
typo. Okay, okay. Let me reread it. I'm just trying to let you finish writing it right before I read it again.
A lot of the pain can be avoided if you use common sense. And that's what I mean. What you don't have to go through the pain. Some people are hard headed, and yeah, it might take pain to change your behavior, but it don't take pain for me to change mine. I can see somebody run into a brick wall. I know not to do what they did to get to be the next person to run into the brick wall. That's what I mean.
Right.
It don't you ain't gotta go through pain.
Right. You ain't got to smoke
Again,
crack to
that's a
know
belief.
that you're gonna be a
Who told
crackhead.
you that? Who told you that you gotta go through pain? Because like I said in the previous live, some of the ancestors chose to just give up their lives instead of going through that torture.
Yep. What was I finna say? Um, damn, right on the tip of my
And
tongue.
that's what I mean about having a different perspective on life. Some people think you do have to have pain
Right,
to
that's what I was
to
finna say
learn
about
to
the
learn a
pain.
lesson. But I ain't gotta have the pain. I can do
Yeah.
without the pain and just learn the damn lesson.
No, they feel like, it's like people be saying like, oh, especially when it comes to like relationships, for example. We've been through a lot, boy. I love her. I love her. We've been through a lot. I'm a ride or die. We've been through a lot with this man. I ain't gonna give up, or I ain't gonna leave her. She been through a lot with me. She love me. She ride or die.
And
I
ain't
ain't
none
going
of
through
that
that pain.
love. Pain is not love. That's not a sign of love. That's a sign of ignorance. I stayed because I wanted to see if the pain was gonna last or if it was gonna end someday. That's crazy.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's
That's
insanity.
crazy.
She said,
If
I hear
one
you,
person
sis.
causes me pain, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk the hell away
Yeah,
because I some let somebody else go through this shit, not me, because I don't deserve it. You have to know what you
right.
deserve.
Exactly. Sheila said, I hear you, sis. Life is what you make it. Some people like pain. Let's be honest. They
They
like it.
do.
They don't know any better. Like E. Kane. E. Kane is trending right now because her baby daddy, Chris, with his ugly ass. Okay. I might be wrong for saying it. I might be ugly too. I don't give a shit. He
And
ugly
it's
as hell.
self-inflicted pain. That's what's crazy about it.
She
It's
pregnant by
self-inflicted
him.
pain.
He done tore up her house, drug her out the house, and she over there giggling, talking about she still gonna get her degree. I'm still gonna. If you, how many times you gonna keep on going through this when it might not end this way? You could be unalive by accident through these fights and stuff. That's insane.
And who else got characteristics and traits like that?
Huh?
Peach. It's a whole bunch of them like that. That's what I mean when I say ain't nothing godly about being a fool. Nothing at
Insanity.
all.
I didn't mean pain, laugh out loud. I get you just typing fast, Bobby. Fingers hit the wrong key. But yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I
Any
know
level of
I need some work.
discomfort, it ain't even got to be pain. Any level of discomfort, anything that disturbs my peace is not worth having.
Exactly. Like reaching down to bring a brother up. Like you in your place of in your life as a young woman, maybe a young mother, 1 or 2 kids. Good job. You finally got yourself in order. You found you a nice church you like to go to, or you just home study, or you know what I'm saying, whatever you do, and you got peace. You good. But now you starting to feel lonely, young lady. Young ladies, you start feeling lonely after a certain time. You know, your hormones kick in. Do not confuse that 1 5 minute of getting that shit off you with wanting to be in a relationship. Okay, those are 2 separate things. That's because you wanted to be touched tonight. Do not mean that you want to have a man. Okay, that's number one. Number two, are you really ready to have a man, a good man, if there's any such a thing? Because that's going to come something with every relationship, whether it be the man or the woman. When that man meet that woman, she come along with some baggage. When that woman meet that man, he's going to come along with some baggage. Understandable, but not to the point of like, oh my God, that? Like, for example, you want to bring a brother up. Some of y'all like to prove that you're a ride or die, like that's some type of rites of passage. Not me. I want him to be equally as stable and stable minded and want all kind of good things and working on goals or already there just like me. I don't want nobody that's got a sob story, just got out of jail for the 13th time. Baby mama don't speak to him, and you know, it's the man, this and all that. I don't want to, I ain't finna drag nothing, buy him no shoes or none of that shit. I'd rather do that and just donate my money to the homeless or just walk by somebody they need. Here's $20, here's $5, donate to an organization if I was going to do that. I'm not trying to bring nobody in my bed, in my house, around my kids with all that energy, negative energy, confusion, and then next thing you know, you unalived or you hurt or you being stalked. You gotta leave on the moment's notice because his ass acting crazy. Y'all better stop that shit.
No, let them keep doing it because they're showing you their worth. That's what I mean. And the men know that. That's why I said these men ain't crazy. You're enabling their dysfunctional behavior. And that dysfunctional behavior gonna turn on on you. And it always does and it always has.
Cause I
You're enabling them to be less than adequately functioning adults. Because if you can't get out here and do all the things that I'm doing as a single mother with kids, you can't get up and get a job, you can't get
that's
up
right.
and have a car, you can't get up and purchase a house, you can't get up and do all of these things that are basic human development skills. If
And
you're
the Deborah
lacking
Ray
your
was just talking
basic,
about that yesterday. Remember, she was
it's
saying how the guy that her and her husband befriended and help out and got him on his feet, he do good, and he come back and see him. Now he come out looking all crazy, like he slipped back. And she told him, "Don't come back here like that. We're not gonna
but
keep helping you just to keep for you to keep doing the same thing." So that's a
because
prime example.
the enablers have to learn their lesson too, which is why they have to endure all the hardships that come with the decision that they made to help this person. And they don't realize that. But who am I to tell you that it's because you're an enabler? Enablers have consequences too. You can't enable foolishness and expect
Right.
an abundance from that.
Because they so busy with people on the outside. Like, for example, back a couple months ago, when Wood's family died, and Peach was, or not, well, after his family died, and Peach started buying them stuff, and you know how she do. And they would be
Mhm.
in the comments, Wood, you need to treat that woman right. She loved you. You need to really appreciate your wife. She really, really loved you. What?
For what if I'm getting paid $10,000 a month? I'll be a fool to change my behavior. What?
Right,
I'm already getting paid for the behavior that I'm displaying. That makes no. That's what I mean when I say these people really out here don't have a functioning brain. Because who in
right.
their right mind is going to do these things? Nobody.
Exactly. And y'all got to remember when you're meeting people on the street, I don't care if you're a woman who like women or a man who like men or woman, man, man, woman. It don't matter. Well, y'all mean people, y'all got to automatically already assume that they ain't working with a full deck. Y'all got to automatically assume that they got some ground. Stop believing every goddamn thing somebody say and watch them and feel the energy, just like you can do with other people.
That's another way that you can determine the people of the world versus the ones in the world, because the mindset just ain't the same. It's not the same. Their perspective on life is not the same.
And be honest with yourself. Like, what do you expect from a relationship? What are you bringing to the table? Like, like just Barbara just said, he better be ready for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Is he ready for me? Right. And if he ain't ready for you on what you stand on, because you know what you stand on, and you already got your stuff in order. You already got your path. You on that path. You ain't trying to figure shit out over here and there. You standing on it. So yeah, you'll be a fool to go step down and pick a brother up from the ground just to prove to everybody on the outside looking in that you're a ride or die, you a good woman, and you don't deserve to be treated like that. Well, if you
But
don't deserve to be treated
they
like
don't
that,
be
don't let it
proving
happen.
nothing. They don't be proving nothing because we see right through the facade. They be enduring within that household. That's what the fuck they be doing. The kids be enduring, the wife be enduring a lot of foolishness from the man and dysfunctional patterns. But they'll say, well, ain't nobody perfect. Well, because you believe that, that's why you end up with the in the situations that you're in. Because there are people out here in the world who have their basic human development skills, who have the fruits of their spirit. You just ain't one of them because you keep entertaining people who are not there. So that means that y'all are equally yoked. Whoever you're
Right.
with, or whoever you have chosen to be in romantic and platonic, because it ain't just romantic relationships,
Yes.
it's the platonic ones too. You
That's
got
right.
people around you that mean you no good, but them your friends. You swear up and down, that's my friend. Why she sleeping with your man? Or why she doing something else crazy? All these dysfunctional patterns around you, and you ain't seeing shit.
Nothing. You
You ain't
just
seeing none of
oblivious.
it until it happens. Then you want people to feel sorry for you, and you get on the internet with this sob story. You chose these relationships. You chose the romantic ones
As
and the
if you have to
platonic
be in
ones.
them. As
Right.
if you just have to be in a relationship or that one. You don't
But
have to. There's
that's
no
how the
law.
world that's how the world is programmed. You need all of these things. You need the roles, the titles, the labels. You need all of those. You need the monopoly money while the people above you got power. They got black cars that got trillions of dollars on it. You got money. Make
Right.
that make
To make it to next week, maybe, if you lucky.
sense. They're born into money. When they get a certain age, they get a black card.
And they never got to worry about that power. It's
Ain't never
more,
got.
it's money and the power. Mostly
I'm
the
telling
power.
you. And that's what I mean when I say to people on the bottom of the hierarchy, which is humanity, they don't know what's going on. They just running around bumping into each other and dealing with each other, and it's a lot of confusion and chaos and corruption right here on Earth. It's enough of that. But who's causing it? Humanity is.
Yeah, I agree with that. What
It's
you say,
humanity.
just
That's why I
Byron?
say
You
you
said
got.
check out the mindset. Who in
But
the
a lot
kitchen?
of people, where do people get their
Go
mindset
go look outside and get my package.
from? Their environment, from school, from the people that they hang around with. That's where they get their mindset from. It's generational. You got to learn to change that. And a lot of people ain't with the change. They just come and do the same thing. Got the same mindset and everything. Got the
Yeah.
same mindset as the ancestors. That's what I mean when I say the same mindset. You ain't changed nothing, even though you see that the world is a different place from what they had to endure. And like I said, they didn't even have to endure that. They could have chose to be unalive and say, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not allowing these people to come and grape my land, my women, my children, myself included. Kill, just unalive me right now. That would have been
Yeah.
the genius thing to do, to be honest. Because who wants to
Exactly.
endure that pain when you don't have to? And that's what I mean when I say you didn't have to. And a lot of things that people participate in today, they ain't got to. They choosing to. That's why I don't feel sorry for nobody. Like you said, you don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for Peach. That's a relationship that she chose in her teenage years when she was a fool, and she still is being a fool. No mindset change. She hasn't matured yet to see that this
Text
relationship
Malia.
has not blossomed, is not
Malia.
peaceful. It's
Text
not.
Kyla, tell I'm on the phone.
So you have to be the change. And if you're not willing to change and you're just doing what everybody else is doing, then you are a part of the world. So how are you set apart? Your mindset is the same. You out here making the same foolish mistakes and asking for forgiveness. That ain't helping. Just because you can ask for forgiveness. Stop the behavior. Stop the pattern. And I see that you have physical accolades, but what are your spiritual accolades? You keep talking about you used to stand on the corner and now you're an owner. An owner of what?
Hey, Miko. You say I went from standing on corners to being on owner. Laugh out loud. We are not.
What's the owner? An owner of what? Are you free? That's the question. An owner of what? It's a whole bunch of owners out here. That stuff has been done before. People that came and did that, conquered it, and kept on going. What have you? What's new? You should be an innovator, not just a owner or a leader. We should be surpassed that by now. C.J. Walker was the first millionaire, while Peach and this other lady is making up a feud between the two of them about who was the first millionaire and all this old crap. That's what I mean when I say we just don't think the same.
Yeah.
We didn't have
I ain't
plenty
know
of
it was going to go
millionaires.
that way. I didn't know
We
it was
didn't
going to
have
go that
plenty
way.
of black millionaire women. You're not the first, and you won't be the last. They've been doing that since 1919. See, Madam C.J.
Good.
Walker was the first one. So do something
Look for the
innovative.
response.
And that's what I mean about history
Look for
just
the
repeating itself.
response.
You ain't doing nothing that ain't never been done before. But guess what hasn't been done since Jesus Christ? Benevolence. I want to see more benevolent spirits.
That
That would
man sat there and made a video and
you said,
said,
well,
yeah, he drug her ass out the house after she did his tires. He sat there and did a whole video. And he said with his whole chest, like he wasn't, because she don't want to press no charges. But it's like, God damn, when you
who you
said
talking about?
benevolence, I'm talking about E. Kane's baby
Oh, okay.
daddy. He
Okay.
drug her and he had the nerve to make a video saying, yeah, I did it. She shouldn't have stabbed my tires. It's just like, God damn. Out of everything that's going on in the world, this is the norm, and this is what people are looking up to in the millions of views to get whatever little money. Thank
It's
God well,
entertainment.
shit.
It's entertainment. That's what it is.
You
You
say
ain't
I
learning
hang with
nothing from it.
owners, by the way. If anyone needs a vehicle, let me know. Okay. That's what's up. What state you in, Just Barra? You said that's so toxic. I mean, and like you said, it's not just relationship, it's platonic too, like
Right. It's
associates,
friendships too.
co-workers. You have to be very careful about the company you keep, period. Neighbors. And I'm wrong with high and buying people. Need a cup of sugar, I got you. But I don't just be around people because they got too much going on. The shit they got going on, you may not even be aware about it. You riding out when you going to the club and now you got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because
But
these
that's how
people are
people
just
end
so
up in
dysfunctional.
dangerous situations because you don't know and you still going. I mean, you got to protect yourself. That shows self-love. Self-love is going to be your protection. That's why I say that's the full armor. If you really talking about the full armor,
Did she say something back?
can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear
Oh,
you.
okay. When you have on the full armor, your mind is clear. You ain't discombobulated. You ain't just out here doing anything for anything. If you know what I mean. You ain't just out here doing stuff for money. You ain't just out here doing stuff for validation. You ain't just out here just doing anything. You're not.
You're right. Hmm.
That's why I say you would make better life choices. Like you, a lot of the things that we think that's new is stuff that other nationalities have been doing for years. It's not new. None of this stuff is new. Having good credit is not new. Setting your kids up with better credit because you have put them on your credit card as an authorized user. None of that stuff is new. None of these things to get ahead in life is new. So if you just starting to get ahead in your adult years, you're behind already.
You said car dealership. That is insane. Say my circle is very tight. I only hang out with people who have something to lose. She said, I sell cars, lady. Uh, laugh my ass off. That's she's pregnant, right? Oh, you talking about Peach? Oh, you talking about Ekane? Yeah, Ekane is pregnant, real pregnant. And you say, "Mommy, money, God, I believe so." Yeah, she's pregnant. I seen the video. Yeah, it's
And see what
just,
I mean about dysfunctional patterns? Just keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result.
and just because you're going to college to get a damn degree that you may not be able to use no way, that they have been programming you even more to act like all this shit normal that they've been teaching us. Hey, wake up and understand that they made this the norm. That don't mean that's what we needed to be have been doing. Like everything that we're doing every day of your life. Think about what you do. You get up, what you do. You get ready for work, or you get ready to take your kids to what? School. So they can do what? Teach them what to think, not how to think. You need
Not only
babysitters.
not only that, I would like for them to do a statistic on how many people who have went from education to prison pipeline versus those who were homeschooled. How many people are actually in prison from the two various backgrounds? The children that were homeschooled versus the ones from public school.
And when we say homeschool, we talking about they really was homeschool, not like Peach
Right. Not
keeping the
not
kids
in the
out of school.
education system. And I bet you it's more people in the prison system that came from the education system because it's a education to prison pipeline. You got to see the pattern. That's what I mean when I say you got to be able to see the unseen. What everybody else ain't paying attention to is what you be paying attention to. You ain't distracted by all the nonsense that's going on. You really looking at shit for what it is.
Okay, just borrow. You kind of close to me with the Indiana. That's not that far off. What was I finna say? You said standing on the corner.
She
Yeah,
said it
but
was
they
a
just
song
normalized
lyric.
all this shit for us. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time because I used to stand on everything because being born as a little girl, now 4, now 8, now 12, you know what I'm saying? This just like the norm. This is what everybody do. You celebrate on the 4th of July, you put on red, white, and blue. H, you get a goddamn dress. You go to church, you know what I'm saying? You may go to church every Sunday, you may not. You might go to church 3, 4 times a year. Oh, you go to school, you gotta go. Oh, yeah, by the time you 5, you gotta do this. You know that by the time you're in 6th grade. Oh, yeah, you're gonna know the Constitution before you get out of 8th grade because we had to recite we the people in order to form a more perfect union, all that shit.
You
I'm
just
just like
following the
fucking insane.
program. You just following the program. That's what you're
Yeah, it was
doing.
a program all this time, y'all. And it's still a program. And people are saying with their chest and proud to be sending their kids on these proms, spending all that goddamn money that they ain't got. For what? Put that shit invested in something they really need to know to survive on this earth. Why they here? Because we ain't gonna be here forever. But while we here, gotta know how to take care of ourselves and know that they don't have our best interests at heart and never have.
They, like I said, they don't even have the skills that a spiritually mature person has because nothing that they've done is spiritually mature. Graping and pillaging and all that other stuff, that ain't
And we
spiritually mature.
following
That
them.
ain't what spiritually mature people do. So that's why I say I'm not following man. Y'all can follow man straight to wherever he's sending y'all or taking y'all all these centuries. Y'all can keep following him if you want to. But
This video
I
this
choose
man had
not to.
made, he said, how is it that a lot of people don't like us as black people, saying that we're not human, that we 3/5 of human being? That's what they used to say. But yet the people that was saying it and felt that way and call themselves trying to, not feeling us, they were the one that was messing with everybody. The chicken pox, the Indians, and the slavery and bug breaking and the feeding babies to the alligator. But we're not human.
But why do you think they can say that with their full chest? Because you follow their program. So they know how much of your brain you use. They know how much information that you have because they're giving you the information.
How were they able to do that? Like, how does because in my opinion, the people that done that, and I'm gonna say tribe. That's not what I really mean, but I'm gonna say tribe for the sake of understanding what I'm saying in this live stream. They could not possibly be human if human means human being, compassion, emotional intelligence, or concern, and all the things that human beings supposed to be able to do throughout their life as they grow and mature. All the things they supposed to have according to what we learned. Now I'm questioning every damn thing, but they don't have it. So how could they be considered a human being? What human being does that to other human beings?
Your man-made accolades mean nothing. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you mean by you're a car dealer with a license. Okay, and when that car dealership closed and all the rest of them closed, then what role, title, and label will you have then? This is what I'm talking about right here when I say they're in the world. Or everything that they talk about is of the world. Nothing is talking about spiritual maturity or none of that. And this is what I mean when I say I know who you are. Test the spirit by the spirit. If all you talk about is the physical accolades that you have, that lets me know that you really don't have anything. You have what they have allowed you to have in the physical world. That's it. And if you're satisfied with that, kudos. Kudos.
Okay, I get what she's saying. Okay, I had to read all three of the messages while you was
Yeah.
talking.
I understood what she was saying from the very beginning, but that's what I mean when I say those are the people of the world because they're happy with their physical attributes. Because the world has praised those things and made them believe that that's something that they should come into the world and achieve. But what about your spiritual maturity? How much have you grown there? I want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about the physical accolades because, again, we didn't came and done this civilization after civilization. You're not the first car dealership person or owner or none of it. That's what I'm saying. Do something that's never been done before. Then I'll be happy and excited about that. Like Peach was talking about her being the first millionaire. Okay, in her bloodline, she was the first millionaire. But in the world, you're absolutely not the first. That's what I mean about stop trying to be a leader and be an innovator. How is we supposed to evolve without innovators? If everybody's just leading, that's a basic human development skill. If you ask me,
You
I
say, I know
own
you
this.
are.
I
Yeah,
own
I
this,
am
I
scared to
own that.
drive.
It's nice to own. I've owned a lot of things. I owned my first home in my 20s, but I wasn't, out here telling everybody because there have been people that have done that shit before. There's nothing exciting about those things. But the one thing that most people aren't doing is working on their spiritual selves. They're not spiritually mature. Let's talk about that. But when you start talking about that, then that's when the defenses go up. And that's what I mean when I say we're two different people having two different experiences in the world. I'm not having the same experience as the people in the world or of the world. We have two different experiences. I have abundance growing in my yard. I'll be able to feed millions. What you doing? Oh, I'm selling 1,000,000 cars. But when that system is gone and corporations shut down, what you gonna be selling then? When cars become a thing of the past, what you gonna? That's what I mean when I say you gotta have a outlook on life that's just not for today. You got to think futuristic.
She said, I know you are scared to drive, Roxy, but if you ever need a vehicle, email me your email me just Barbara, because I don't have your email address. I don't think. Do I? Well, email me so I can have it. Because if anything, I was gonna get one for my grandson so him and the granddaughter can learn. It might be too late for me. I don't know if I got the desire enough to want to even do it. But going through this experience, trying to get them to school every day and back, I wish I did have a car now. I ain't gonna front or stunt. I didn't count the cost of them going back and forth to school and us living back out here, that it would be more feasible to have a car to run me to the store back and forth to school and all that. Little quick runs. I didn't know the Uber's gonna cost me my whole damn left toe just to get. They wanted $20 to take me 2 minutes yesterday. So yeah, I really wish now I had got my license when I went to get my license, but I left my damn state ID at home when I was excited to really take this driver's test. I went there to take the driver's test, but left my whole ID at home, and I was an hour and a half away from home. So I never went back. So I ain't gonna say it's out the question. You know what I mean?
How long
You
ago
say
was that?
This was, girl, when I first moved where I'm at now. We moved here in 2005. And right before we moved here, we went, all of us, three of us together, went to go get our license. I had been driving from work to home. I'm talking about 35, 40 blocks every day for 2 weeks. I was excited. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm going to pass this test. So when I moved to the other place, I was just driving here and there people cars, but I didn't go get my license. I just kind of like let it fade away. The desire wasn't there no more. But now I didn't count the cost of having to take care of my 5 grandkids and doing this, doing that. I wish I would have got that license. And it's not too late. I could go and get me a license.
You can go tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
what I mean when I say it and do it. Follow through on it. That's the only difference between those who achieve something and those who don't. You
Mhm.
actually put in the effort and make it happen.
You said, Rox, I was a late driver. It took me years to drive on the damn ride. I challenged myself. You can do it, especially in a small town like Bloom. Yeah, it's a real small town. So, yeah. As long as I have my glasses on and watch myself, watch everybody around me, that's all you could do. Because, walking, you can get in an accident. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now. Just borrow.
That's okay. No, let her talk. That's what I mean when I say the mindset. That's what I you
But I love the fact that we can
she proving
communicate.
everything I'm saying. She
I,
proving everything I'm saying.
I love that we could communicate, yo. So just,
Absolutely.
you
I'm
say I
used to
make
this. I told
money
you
by
this is what
advertising,
I
but
do
I
for a
see we
living.
are
So
not the
I'm
same.
used to it. I'm used to it.
Oh, just Bara. I wish she was up here. I think a tone to be, more understanding and all the
Yeah,
texting and
because
stuff.
everybody make money. Pimps make money. Pastors, everybody is making money. That's the problem. Everybody making fiat. Everybody making that monopoly money, but ain't got no power. I got power, and that's the difference between me and you.
Uh oh. We're gonna have to have a friendly debate one day.
I'm up for it because I have these. Like I said, this is what I do for a living, so I
I
know what I'm
understand both.
talking
I
about.
understand both sides, and both of y'all make a lot of sense. I get it because what you're saying is real shit. But what she's saying is, I get exactly where she coming from. But
Is what
what
people
you
are
saying
experiencing in
on top of
of
what
the
she's
world.
saying is
Mhm.
like, if that shit all go to shit, them cars ain't gonna mean
It's
nothing.
night and day. It's like night and day. That's what I mean when I say
I
you
I,
have to
I
have a
get both
different
sides
perspective.
though. I really
Yep.
do.
Yep.
I get both sides. But yeah, and I
And
see both
when
sides
I
all
talk to
day.
people, I get both sides because I understand where they're coming from. I understand that what their perspective of the world is. I get it.
Hmm.
But we have to do something different. And doing something different means thinking differently, being differently. Your actions got to be differently. Your characteristics and your traits got to be different.
Yeah.
You can't be out here doing the same thing everybody else is doing and then be proud of it. That's settling. The world is infinite. It's more than just a role label and a title that man gave you by way of a certificate because you took a course or a class or you spent this many years in school and now you got all this debt. It's more than to life than that.
Yeah, and that's what we have been accustomed to believe, that I achieved this milestone. I'm here for this. I passed this rites of passage. I have. That's what they have trained us to do. And a lot of us have been successful just doing that. But like I said, like the picture what Obama made, when all that stuff happened, then none of that stuff mean nothing. No. So what are we gonna do? Like you said, you can feed your whole tribe. You already have your food. You're planning and preparing, and who knows with the teaching each other how to use weapons and stuff like that. That's the same thing that a lot of us should be doing, but we never was trained that. I think that's how we should have been born into. We should have been born into learning this, not going to school to figure out 2 + 2 is 4, and what this science project is, and what these words mean. You know what I'm saying? I think we should
But
have been born into knowing how to make fruits and vegetables, how to make medicines, how to take care of our children, how to teach them how to think, not what to think. How, you know what I'm saying? How to shoot a rifle, how to make things. You know what I'm saying? Like when people lived off the land.
somebody in your bloodline would have had known to do those things. That's what I mean about being the change. Somebody would have had to have seen that this is what we need to be focusing on versus the distractions of the world.
Well, see, people don't think, they think this world going to be just like this until they die. They don't see themselves living long enough for it to be what it could possibly be according to what we're seeing happening. We can actually have an EMP where there are no lights. All those electric cars, those Teslas and stuff, all this stuff, the stores closing, no more food, vandalism. Then what are we gonna do? The car gonna get us so long. Our decree's gonna get us so far. You know what I'm saying? Even when you got enough, so much food, people gonna try to come take it from you. So we all gonna be facing something,
It's
no matter
gonna
how
get you
prepared we
far.
are.
It's gonna get you as far as they allow you to go, because it's their system. That's what I mean. All of the things that people are participating in are things that were invented by man. So however long this system runs until it runs out, because again, even in the Bible, it tells you it was temporary. It didn't tell you that it was gonna be from here until whenever. It said it was temporary. How long is temporary? I just know I won't be linked to it when it does. I know I won't be uh anticipating a check when it does. I know I won't be anticipating food when it does. I know I won't be anticipating going to work when it does. My life is already established in the way that's not of the world. So when the world comes crumbling down, I won't be going with it because I'm not attached to it.
Okay. So you said have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Miko, for being here. Thanks everybody for being in the chat and actually giving me some likes. I got 24 likes, 23 people in here. So if anyone wants to ask her any questions about anything, about planning, about anything we talked about, or just make a comment, because I think we can agree to disagree. I've used my business to minister and bless people that are overlooked. I'm very proud of being able to be a blessing to others financially in need. Yeah, yeah, that's a great thing. Like I said, I see it's good points to both of them. I think Ayann is more so concerned about the spiritual because we know that, well, not everybody knows, but a lot of people feel like and know that this is just temporary. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I think people have grown to be comfortable and they know it's temporary. They know they're going to be out of here. They know that we are not going to live forever. And I don't feel like they're going to meet their maker and they could say what they did while they was on earth was a great thing. They blessed people. They received blessings and the rest the creator going to take care of. They're not looking for like to see that we might have to be off the grid and we might have to be able to be on the underground and fish and be careful because those vandals gonna come and try to take our stuff. They not seeing what we see or what you know what I'm saying, what could possibly happen. I hope and pray it don't happen in our lifetime. We don't know. But
And
to
if,
be
if good
prepared.
if good deeds were all that it took, everybody would be going because everybody done did some good deeds. That's what I mean when I say, yeah, you might have did some good deeds, but in the grander scheme of things, what that mean? If your spirit ain't right.
And see, y'all spirit right. She's not talking about nobody in particular. It's just these are
No,
just like
if your spirit ain't right.
hypotheticals.
Because it's so many people that are like that. I don't have to talk about one
Right?
person.
Just like we start talking about the preachers and the people in the church. We weren't talking about nobody in this chat. We're just
It's
saying the type of
it's
people
all
that you can come in
malevolent
contact with.
spirits. All malevolent spirits. I don't care what role, title, or label you have. All malevolent spirits. Anybody out here doing evil when you know better. Them the people I'm talking to. So if that
Right.
means you, oh well, I'm talking about you. We just gonna put it out there. If you fall into that pile of people, then that's you. And if you feel some way about it, then fix you. It ain't got nothing to do with the words that I'm saying because
Girl, you a
anybody
mess.
can fall into deception. Anybody can, especially if you ain't thinking right. If you're not spiritually mature, yes, you can fall into deception.
You say when they bring out spaceships, I'm selling them too. Girl, you a mess. Oh, you say, what's up, Butterfly Family Vox? Hey,
But
girl.
what's crazy is that there's only rich and poor. Ain't no middle class. So I that's like I
Like,
said,
what happened to the middle class?
people
What
are
happened to
living
the
in
middle
an
class?
illusion. They living in an illusion. There is no middle class. So all these accolades, that's what I mean when I say it's just I have a different perspective of the world because I see it for what it is versus what people saying it is.
You
Because
say
they can't see what I see,
spacesuits,
and I don't
shoes,
expect them to.
whatever happens. Girl, you was a mess. Girl.
And ain't none of that gonna feed you. Like can you eat the space suit? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is like I said, people prove what I say every day. You need to be planting a garden. You need to have a source of water because none of those things are gonna save you.
And I believe she's saying that
I'm
because
just
nobody's
taking.
going to have money to buy these things. That's what I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, Ayann.
That's
I
what I
think
mean when I say it's monopoly money. It was just for their time frame, for man's time frame to run the earth. It was only supposed to last for as long as y'all allowed it to last, meaning that you were using it as a currency. And most of the time you were using it for other nationalities to get rich.
that's what I
You
was getting
wasn't
ready to
using it
say.
within your
They just had a
you
video
wasn't
out.
you wasn't using it within your own nationality. You wasn't purchasing from black owned companies. You was out here getting your nails done by the Chinese or buying purses from the Chinese, getting your nails done by the Orient. You wasn't your money didn't circulate in your own environment.
I just hope and pray what may be coming don't come. I just really do because I've been seeing it for the past, like, probably since I'm going to say at least 2010. I've been
But
seeing it
Rocky,
coming.
it's been coming since the very beginning of the Bible.
But
Because
as
like I said,
far as me, my eyes, you know what I'm saying? When I start waking up,
it was about us, not for us. It was
yeah.
about us.
Because if no matter what gifts and talents I have that I can sell, not many classes Peach can teach to people to get their money. If they ain't got no fucking money, what you got to sell ain't gonna mean a fuck thing. Because they ain't got no money.
They better learn to barter. And that's what I mean when I say even in
But you're
history,
gonna have to live.
in the days of famine, what was worth more? Seeds. People
Once
was people
these
would give you
people,
their house just so that they could feed their family. That's what I mean when I say those are the days that we're heading towards, and people don't even
because
see it.
they had a video out. I had watched it on YouTube. And they said the different countries had a meeting without the president of the United States there to concern and talk about them changing over their currency to not use our currency anymore. So anytime once that really happens, when they go to using Brits and not mess with the US, then our dollar, that same $3 loaf of bread gonna cost us $20. I'm just giving an example. This is not true facts. This is all alleged for the purpose of this live stream. So once all those things start really taking place, when they done with the United States and that money ain't money in no more, no matter how much money you have in the bank, especially if you can't get to it, even if it's still some good for a little while, if everything's shut down, you can't get online, you can't look and see what's in your bank account. You better have some cash on hand while you can still barter a little bit with that cash. Everything in the bank, y'all better come out of that shit. Telling you that now. Keep you a little bit in there. Because you might have to, you still might swipe a little bit. We still swiping, but at any time, they're not gonna warn us. They're not gonna have no 3 month, 90 day, 6 month meeting and have you all go to your jobs and swipe this and take this class on how to start growing and prepare not to have lights and prepare not to
They're
use
not gonna
money.
make no announcement
They're
because
not.
they've been announcing it every day. You just don't see it. That's what I mean when I say you got to pay attention to what they don't want you to pay attention to versus the stuff that they like that funeral that was on the TV over the weekend
Hey,
or
double
yesterday or
twin.
Sunday or whatever day that was. That was like 5 or 6 hours long.
See you early.
It probably was on every channel. Those are the distractions that I'm talking about because a lot of this shit is just crisis actors putting on a show.
You say, I have my own way of life, and right now, this world have a lot of evil, and all I can say is get right with God. Yes, he said, yes, I am. That's Butterfly said, yes, I am. Sheila said, I'm so glad God is still in control. Yes, Sheila. Yes, indeed. And see, I feel like all my people here, I think y'all are some real good-hearted people, and just like me, have been in the program. But we got good hearts, want to leave it up to the creator, heaven and earth. But at the same time, we gonna have to, be prepared. Just like if you knew right now, if the president came on TV and said, no more Walmarts, no more Kroger's, no more grocery stores, no more groceries coming in, no more ships, no more trucks coming in with no goods as of January 1st. What we gonna do? You gonna start
And
going to stock up.
do you see that level of power that you just spoke of? One
Yep,
man can get on TV and
yep.
announce to the world. That's how crazy that is. That's what I'm saying. So the
Just like
people
when
that
it
he's
came
talking
down
to,
to the COVID, they
but
been
the
knew that
people that
stuff
he's
was
talking
happening.
to ain't got no control. They just got monopoly money. They just run around here spending monopoly money like fools, like minions. I'm just saying that's what's really going on. If you really look at the bigger picture, them versus us, they got power. They can get on TV and make an announcement to shut shit down. We can't do that. We wouldn't even know who to call to get it restarted. That's what I mean.
And they know these things. Just like he was saying, the president, I heard him say with my own ears that, all I got to do is start a war and I don't have to not be president no more. The president can stay president. So all these things, I mean, man, y'all, just be prepared. Keep your good hearts that you got. I love y'all. Y'all amazing people. And you know who I'm talking to. I ain't talking to
Mhm.
everybody in the bushes because some of y'all some wicked trolls and some wicked people and y'all ain't gonna never get it. But to my people that rock with me, even if we don't agree on all of this, I love y'all. Y'all my people. And I just want y'all to know and be prepared for as much as you can. Why the creator's in control? Why always giving, what I'm saying his name or following his laws or whatever it is you do. Because I know y'all mean well. You're not out here faking it. You're not. You might not know all the information. You might not quite get everything, but your heart is in a good place. And that's good enough for me. But I'm going to try to do something more. Me personally, I'm trying to do something more differently to learn about more I could do because of these 5 grandkids. If it was just me by myself, I might be like, well, I don't know. I don't know how it may be. Maybe that's why it's happening to me. Maybe this is part of my karma.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, like I said, everything is divinely orchestrated. Because who's to say what you would be doing if you didn't have custody of the 5 grandkids? Would you have the forward thinking? Would you be planning for the next generation? And that's what I mean. We should be planning for the next generation. How are we going to make it better for them? How are we going to make it so that they are self-sufficient, self-preserved, and self-governed, don't have to depend on the system that we know oh so well to not be well established, because it's not. It's
They even
crumbling
talking about not
before
having
our
school no
eyes.
more. But the
Oh, they
president
start. They
talking about
talking
not
about
having school no
closing
more. What they
schools.
gonna do then?
That's what I mean. They
He said
used
that.
to.
He said he's
They
ready for
used
them
to
to
a
stay
certain
home with their
program,
parents.
and you know what's gonna happen with that? Because a lot of people send their kids to school just so that they can have a break. I mean,
Yeah, or have a babysitter while they go to work.
because that's what it is. It really is it's a babysitter while you work for the system. They gotta have somewhere for you to send your kids,
It's like
and we might as
assembly
well.
line.
And
It's
we
like
might as well program them to be like y'all when they come of age. That's what I mean when I say it clearly is a program. Either you see it or you don't. But most people that are a part of it can't see it for what it is.
you said, this is why our household has the abundance of everything up in here. Anything shut down, we are prepared. For how long though would we? I mean, that's even with people growing stuff. I'm not just saying this to you personally, but I can have a million things of water. How long is this shit gonna shut down? How long can we live? How long before
No, that's
somebody
what I
come
mean.
kick my door in?
You can't have a million things of water. You have to have a source, a resource of
Right.
water, meaning a hot spring that you can collect water from. This is what
In
I'm talking
case
about.
it's not a temporary thing.
I'm not talking about cases of water. That's not what I'm talking about. You got to have remember what we were talking before, and I said you got to have resources. You got
Right.
to have resources. You have to have a place that you can get the water from, not just cases of water
Now,
that you don't go to the
how would
store
I
and
get
fill.
that? Like, how would if I
You
want to
have to
like
find it in your area. Google hot springs in my area. Find out how far it is from you. This is, and that's what I mean. These are the things that people need to be doing, and you're just not. Information is at your fingertips. Everything you want to find is at your fingertips. Google, search. Where's the closest hot spring to me?
Okay. You
Where,
fading out in those speakers, trying to come out and come in again.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But
Okay.
okay, I hear you. I feel you. But what
But no.
about the people that
Okay.
don't even know too that they got you? Not many people. We live a normal life that we've been programmed. This all we know, and it feels got right, and then we did this, and we reached this milestone. Now we were finna retire, or they have retired, and they don't even know. We don't even know as humanity that we should be looking for these things, and we should know these things.
And that's what I mean about you have to see the world for what it is. You have to want to detach from that and do something better. The only way you're gonna do something better is that you want to know. You want to know the knowledge. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When
Okay.
you're ready to go to the next level, it's gonna be divinely orchestrated. Just like I've been in your comments all this time, and I never once asked you, "Can I speak?" You asked me because it was
Right.
something that you wanted to know, and here I am. And I'm bringing you forward knowledge and information. This is not even knowledge. This is wisdom, because, like I said, history is just repeating itself. And if you know that to be true, what were some of the things that happened in history that we're seeing happening today?
Mm.
And how
You
did they
said
prepare for it? Those are the things that I need to be doing to prepare for whatever is coming, because it's coming. Like I said, it's
I ain't
just a
gonna
matter
even
of
lie. It's
when.
scary to me. I just make a conscious decision not to put that fear in my heart, and I brush it away. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
The
I'm
only
not
reason
gonna
that
sit here
you're
and
in
act like it
fear
can't happen.
But the only reason that you're in fear is because you're not prepared. When you're
Right.
prepared, you won't be in fear. You'll just be like, okay, like me. When is it gonna be over? Because me and my mama talk about this all the time. I'm just ready for it to be over already. How long is this gonna take? Because I'm already prepared. I've been preparing.
Hey, Grace. Come on in, lady. How you been doing? She said, "Hey, Miss Roxy and everyone in the chat, just popping in for a fruit." Well, come on in, honey. We having a good old time talking about humanity and being prepared for things and having the real things of the spirit and all that good stuff, girl. I hope you check out the replay. We've been chopping it up over here. You know, and a lot of us might not agree with the way Ayan's saying it. I don't know if it's the delivery or whatever. And but I get where she's coming from. I do. And I get where y'all coming from. I think we all got something to be heard and be seen, but I want us all to be prepared. That's one reason why I did it, because she would be chiming in with our topics, and the way she would word things and the way she'll offer this information up while we're talking about subjects that it's pertaining to. That's what made some of us, and again, the comments and see and ask questions and ask, do we do this? So this is the third one. So if y'all haven't caught the other two, if y'all want to, you can catch those as well. That's why you binge watching on my playlist, Ready Rocks Rebuild. Had to throw that in there, real quick. But I'm loving this, and I want to, like Just Borrow. I would like to have you up next time. You know, we can have nobody, of course, being mean to each other, nothing like that, y'all. Just just to have a conversation. You say what you say. I think it'll be well more received and understood if she was
Mhm,
up here as opposed to just typing. Because I'll get tired of typing. Me personally, I'll be like, shh. I might not come across the same way.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying
But
that you're
even
not
even
typing exactly what you mean. You
even
probably
when
are.
people are
I'm just saying, far as me, I think it's
even
just
when
better
people are
received.
speaking about God, God gave you dominion. Do you have dominion right now? I got dominion. So that's what I
Oh,
mean. Do you have the promises of God?
you
That'll
say
let
been
you know
staying off these apps to
if you
protect my
live in the
spirit,
life that you're
not
supposed
to
to
be
be living.
distracted. Well, I understand that. You say, so do I, Deb. I'm prepared. Like, but that having all these things like me, I feel the same way, Deb in Burma. I most definitely want to be stocked on canned goods, rice, beans, and all that. But I want to know how to plant too. So when if that runs out, what if it's not a temporary shutdown? What if it goes on like to the rest of our lives and we here another 30 years and our food had ran out? That only works
They
if the
told
lights get turned off because of a storm, and then the light company come and turn it on. You might have to go through it for 3 days. Oh my God, I hope not.
they told you
Even a
how long
week.
it was gonna last. How long did
Yes,
they say
how
it
long is
was
that
gonna
gonna
last?
last?
How long does the Bible say it's gonna last?
Yes, Grace, I feel you. I know I haven't been seeing you. I haven't been seeing you on nobody's stuff. Some people I ain't been seeing. I've been seeing them on other people's lives, but they don't come see me no more. So I'm like, well, shit, they must don't like me no more. That's how I be taking that. But I ain't finna be like having no attitude with them or feel some type of way about it, because it could be true, it could not be true. It could just be a coincidence where they just happen to catch these other people and they don't catch me. They don't come look for me. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's other things more serious to worry about. But just because I don't worry about it, don't mean I ain't gonna say nothing about it. I mean, I might touch on some things, because I be in my feelings. I'm a human being. So, but I haven't been seeing you anywhere. I was wondering, was you okay? You say Psalms 23:4. What does it read, double twin? Because I'm on my phone. And I don't feel like leaning over on my doggone laptop. I'm being lazy. I'm being lazy, y'all. hmm So when I look up springs, so I'm supposed to be able to know where to go should my water run out and go over there to get that spring water. That's what you're telling me.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
draw water from the spring all the time. That's the only place I get my water.
You say walking around looking, laugh my ass off, or driving around securing your family and supplies from watering holes to watering holes. Okay. Let's see. That's the beautiful thing, Just Byron. You got something that you already planning in your head that you're gonna be able to do. You already prepared in your mind for the things that you feel like if this happened or that happened. Some people ain't even got a plan. Say, I will feel no evil. Oh, okay. I will feel no evil.
But people lose it against evil every day. These minions out here tearing folks up. That's what I mean when I say you fear no evil, but then you will engage with evil people, and they'll be to ran you
And she's not
crazy.
talking about you personally, double
No,
twin.
no,
She
no,
just
I'm not. I'm saying in general. When people say I will fear no evil, most people are getting done in by evil. Evil husbands, evil wives, evil children, evil sisters, brothers, mothers, evil people in general. And you will let them run you ragged.
that's beautiful, Grace. He said, girl, you get me. But yeah, I get what you just said, because like my daughter, for example, God rest her soul. She was on her conscious thing, on her changing her ways of being in the street so much. She wanted to settle down. She was learning about, let's just say she was learning about sage and traditions and doing things differently as
She was
a
seeking the
woman.
truth. She was
Yeah, she
seeking the
was learning.
truth.
She was
Yeah.
coming to learn the truth, but
Okay.
she was still messing with the evil man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know she started back messing with the evil man, but I knew she had a boyfriend and they would, kick the bobos. It was like she was in a spiritual warfare and she was
Mm-hmm.
struggling with both sides. And that's what took her out. Like, that's what you remind me of. That's what brought that to my mind. You said, she said, I would feel no evil. You said, but we or you or people in general are still entangling with evil. Yet you're not
Absolutely.
fearing it. That don't mean you ain't gonna succumb to it. You ain't gotta fear it,
Mhm.
but you keep playing around with it. You keep being
But
in
they
this
do
environment.
fear it. They do fear it. You know how they fear it? Because they give into it. They give into it and do with that whatever that person is requesting of them. Rather is they keep calling you to take them somewhere. You know, doggone well they don't need to be going, or you shouldn't be getting up out of your comfortable bed to take them. Or it could be the simplest of things that they'll ask you to do. And because you're so kind hearted and you got so much love, that's what I mean when
And
I
that's how a
say
lot of
you
people
can
get in
you
trouble.
can be gullible. You can be gullible.
Yeah.
You can be gullible.
You mean well,
Right.
but
And they mean you no good. So how is that gonna pan out for you? And that's what I
mhm.
mean when I say you gotta be free from all unrighteousness. You just can't, you just gotta refuse to engage in it.
Right. My granddaughter called me yesterday and she said, she was laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? And she was like, well, basically, she talks like she so proper. Basically, this guy walked to me and said, such and such a S with you. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And she's like, that he means he like you. So that's how they talk now. I'm like, he like you. She's like, I said, no way. Before I knew, I said no. And I feel bad because, think I should go tell him that I'm sorry, that I didn't mean to like embarrass him, that I'm just, I just
Mm-hmm.
don't look at him like that. I
Mm.
said, if you feel bad and you feel a need to, like, make, because you feel like you had this feelings, you can say it in a way like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to get my education, to get my diploma, and focus on me living my life. I didn't come here to meet nobody. I said, if you can't tell them, I'll come up and tell them, because ain't shit happening. You ain't getting no pussy. None of
Yeah,
that.
'cause she got to be able to advocate for herself when you're not.
Herself, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she's like, no, you're gonna go overboard. I thought that was so fun. I was like, yeah, you're right. Just say it in a way that, I'm just here for what I'm here for. I'm not trying to meet nobody, or, I'm only 16 and I need to focus on what I came here for. But we can always be socialized and say hi and bye, eat lunch together. You might be a cool person, but I'm not, no. But see, for him to come up, another whole nother young teenager to walk up to my granddaughter and say something like that, what are they learning in the world? Where are they getting this from? Why is that normalized? And they I'm not like, where are the parents? Who's teaching them this?
But that's what I mean about the program. They get it from TV, they get it from celebrities, they get it from music, they get it from TV shows, they get it from home, because the people at home are also programmed. So the program is all around them.
You say we have to put on the full armor of God every day. That's is that, tell me, hold on. Is it Ephesians 13? Is that it? And just Byron says solar panels are the best, all as long as the sun is up. That's, I always wanted solar panels. But just like you said, what about when the sun ain't here? How can we use them? What if they knock the sun out? Like they be fucking with the sun.
If people knew the truth about solar panels, they wouldn't be getting them. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there and let people do their own research.
Because I
That's
was
what I
going to
mean
get me
when I
some
say,
solar panels.
yeah,
Because they
okay.
advertise them on TikTok shop all the time. Like, oh, that'd be good. I said,
Guess
but shit, they run by
guess what?
sun.
Guess
The sun
what?
ain't always out.
I'm gonna explain to you how solar panels work. The solar panels draw the energy from the sun, right?
All right.
If you agree to put solar panels on your roof, the power company is pulling that free energy, but they selling it to everybody. So
Wow.
how is that good? They're getting it free from your solar panel and they selling it to everybody. So all the people that's got solar panels, you're helping them sell free energy.
Hold on now. Wait a minute.
But that's what I'm saying. See how slick they are?
So you go buy solar panels and put on top of your truck or your house or whatever outside, and you didn't pay for it. You didn't pay
Mm-hmm.
for it. So everybody else that got lights in their house, you mean tell me the local light companies is drawing from that energy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I said. A scammer is going to be a scammer. You think Peach scamming you? Yeah, okay.
She learned from the best, huh?
You think Peach scamming you? The government is scamming everybody. The corporations are scamming everybody to the point
Man.
where they're not even selling you real food. Tell me that's
Now
not a
we all
scam.
know that to be fact.
But
Now
I'm
we
saying,
might not agree with everything, but we can
tell me
agree
that's
on
not a
that food.
scam though. Tell me that's not a scam.
Oh, that's a big scam.
Right.
They
So
selling us all
they
them
get
missing
scammed.
ass kids, allegedly. All them missing people. That's what y'all eating on. We eating on, in my opinion, allegedly. Got ain't enough cows and chickens in the world to feed everybody.
You eating chemicals. Like say for instance, cheese. When it say process, it's processed. It might have
I'm
a
about to
little
leave
cheese in
cheese
it.
alone.
It might have a little cheese in it, but just read the ingredients. That's why I say
I
just
love
read,
cheese, girl. Don't
just
tell me I
read.
got to get rid
But,
of my cheese.
but that's what I'm saying. Just read the ingredients and it'll tell you what's in
I
it.
don't want to, because then I mean I'm about to stop.
But is it doing are these chemicals benefiting your body?
No
That
way.
might be how you got the tumor in the first place. Is in the first place is some chemicals that you might have
Yep.
ingested.
When I
You know,
had that tumor. Yep. Yeah, I
right?
remember. Through God's grace and mercy, it wasn't no cancer in it. That big 25-inch mass, and the other one that was like 10 or 12 inches next to it. God's grace and mercy, my ancestors, the creator of heaven and earth, God. They it not that thing big for none of them to have cancer in it. I
Because
can't
like
help but do my hallelujah dance after that.
if you look at the fact that they're committing crimes against humanity, how long do you think that they can keep committing crimes against humanity before they get judged?
I'll be glad when it's over with. I'm like you. Just today supposed to been the rapture, right? They say today or tomorrow. They say today or tomorrow. Somebody made a video. They said a lot of people. I ain't gonna say the type of people they said, but they're going around thinking that's why they selling their cars and their homes, and they might be mad to keep your head on a swivel, especially in large crowds. They might just want to do it themselves anyway, because what person in their right mind, y'all? This for everybody in the chat. What person in their right mind? Let's just say if one of y'all, all my wonderful people, and y'all thought that today or tomorrow is gonna be the rapture, would you actually? I ain't mad at you for thinking that. Hell, it's gonna be one of these days. Somebody gonna get it right one time. You know what I'm saying? Because if the end is the end and it's gonna end, so one of these days is gonna be the truth. Just because no man knows the day or the hour, somebody gonna guess it right. You feel me? So, with that being said, if I believe that, you believe that, we smart. Are you gonna go sell some shit? Do that make sense to sell a house or a car if the world is in it and you're gonna be raptured? There's gonna be some people left behind to fall by the wayside and be all out here with all kind of messed up stuff going on, chemicals everywhere, aliens and the government is coming to do this and they can't feed themselves. Are you gonna sell something? Or are you more concerned about, well, I'm finna be raptured up, so I don't need no money where I'm going? These people is not working with a full deck.
Now, who's going around saying that people are doing this?
All on TikTok. It's like a whole side of TikTok rapture. It's video after video of people selling their cars and houses. And this one lady got a whole graph. I'm gonna show y'all the videos. I'm gonna go live later. I'm gonna go live and let y'all see on my camera these videos. So y'all can see for yourself. When I go and get them kids, I'm gonna go live about 5 o'clock, 5:30, and I'm gonna show y'all all them videos.
I'm not saying
But
that it's
yeah.
not being pushed as far as propaganda is concerned. I'm not saying that it's not, because according to them, a lot of people came and sold a lot of things just to go to this Kurt, whatever his name's funeral. People came from Maine.
What?
People sold. Yes, this is what I'm saying about the mindset of humanity.
No, I didn't hear about that one. I missed that one. So the guy, Charlie Kirky, whatever his name is,
Because he lived in Scottsdale, in Arizona.
so they sold stuff to be able to go to his funeral.
Absolutely, people were coming from all over the country. They
So
like they
you know
said.
these folks is not working with a full deck. That's why it's saying everybody, especially black people, we got to keep our head on the swivel, because there's a lot of people out here that want to do harm to us now. It's our turn, and again. First it was the migrants, the Venezuelans. They was heavy on them for about what, 6 months now, a year. Now they back around to us. We ain't gonna never leave us alone. You said be smart enough to do your own research, people, please.
Absolutely.
Yep. Those people are lost, deceived, and don't know the true Heavenly Father. Yeah, they said that's what the people were saying when they made videos. Like some of them ain't work with a full deck and they might try to do something to other people. So just be careful, because a lot of people have done harm in the name of the Father, thinking they're doing God's work.
But how can they get that confused? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
How they get that confused?
Where did that happen? Like, that's insane. Did a spirit enter them? They mind? What took over their mind? Have they been what they call that? How the government? Well, I ain't gonna say the government, but
MK Ultra,
whatever.
MK
Yeah,
Ultra.
yeah.
A lot of people are affected by MK Ultra though. A lot.
Can you explain what that is?
It stands for mind control,
Okay,
which
mind
is
control.
what I was talking about. When you're of the world, your mind is controlled in the ways of the world. Your mind is not going to be like somebody who's set apart, who's not of the world. I don't believe everything I see on TV. I don't believe everything that I read in the Bible. I don't believe those things because I know something else to be true. Just like I told you, even with the Jesus Christ story, he came to do away with religion. So why do we have so many religions? And why are people worshiping this man? He came here in physical form. In the Bible, it doesn't say anything about worshiping him. So where did they get this stuff from? They just took it and ran with it.
So you think all the other religions been introduced and to start confusion, to
All
really
the other,
confuse and separate people?
all the religions are from the Catholic Church. All of them. Just like with the government, ain't no such thing as a red pill or a blue pill. They all from the same damn tree, branches of the same tree. Cause that's why I said they probably be somewhere chopping it up, laughing, just like Rasta and Peach. They probably be up somewhere chopping. We getting all this money, fooling these people to believe our
Right,
stories,
Roxy, hanging
to
and
believe
everything
our
to
trauma.
us. They aren't saved. True followers of Christ are guided by the Holy Spirit.
True followers of God are benevolent spirits. They ain't out here just committing dysfunction.
Right. That's
They
how
got
it's
they
easy
got
to
enough
see.
they got enough mental and emotional intelligence not to do those things because it don't make sense. People
That's
act like
crazy.
it's impossible not to do these things, and I don't see where they coming from.
Because it
Because
ain't
it's not
impossible for me
impossible.
not to do it. I don't have no desire to do none of that evil, wicked stuff. Nothing
'Cause
in me wants to go hurt somebody
but people
or
doing
lie
it
to
all the
somebody
time.
and
When
take their
when
money.
somebody
I
lie,
don't want
when
to
somebody
scam
lie to
y'all.
you, when somebody lie to you, they doing you wrong. When somebody cheat on you, they doing you wrong. But they don't see it as a big deal. But they repeat offenders because every relationship they get in is like that. And that's why I say it's a lot of people committing crimes against humanity on the earth. It ain't just in the government, it's on the earth.
Yeah.
But they don't see
Yeah.
it, see that that's what they're doing, but it is. Because wrong is wrong.
And some people say just they normalize it like, oh, you know how she is, you know how he is, you know how they is, but you got to be the bigger person. You got to do this. You got to ignore. Like what? That needs to be dealt with. They shouldn't be able to get away with that. If the police shouldn't be able to do police brutality, if they shouldn't be able to just lock you up for injustices that you did not do, if the government shouldn't be able to do this and do that to a certain group of people, then why do people like Peach and regular people, everyday people, your boyfriend, husband, neighbor, co-worker, they shouldn't be able to do shit either. Don't let them get away with it either. Call all that shit out. Call
And
all of it out.
that's what needs to be happening. Instead, people are enabling the dysfunction. So that's why we got so many dysfunctional people. Because people are enabling it. They're willing participants of it. They're allowing it for whatever reason because I love him or her, whatever excuse they give. It's a bunch of BS. Because there is no excuse to accept less than from anybody. If that's all they got to give, then let them give it to somebody else that's willing to put up with it. Because you're not.
The hell? I'm just opening up my package. I'm listening to you.
No, no, you can go ahead. That's fine. I don't mind.
No, they
But
ain't
that's
played
why I
either.
say it's just common sense. But a lot of people, like they say, common sense ain't so common. So I don't expect a lot from people unless they show me. If you're intellectual and 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 can carry on a conversation that's not just about the things of the world, then we can chop it up. But a lot of people, all they want to talk about is the things that are going on in the world.
Now that's true. Because I know we spend a lot of time talking about Peach and the dysfunction and all this stuff going on, the hangings of the tree, and we need to know information about what's going on in our community. But we do spend a lot of time talking about Peach and people like Peach and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all do it for the views, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I was in awe, like this bitch, I don't like her. I ain't gonna sit there and pretend like it's the right thing for me to say so God can let me go to heaven, but acting like I don't can't stand Peach when
Mm-hmm.
people like her. I'm not gonna sit and pretend like, oh, that's so God know my heart. Ain't they what they love to say? So ain't no sense of me
Mm-hmm.
acting like I'm going to be the bigger person and no, I can't stand people like her. and the shit they do, and they need to be called out, and they need to be handled in such a. And we need to be handling our own people, just like all them folks that live in neighborhoods where all that stuff going on with the so-called no such thing, no, it's black on black crime. But I'm just saying that because we know ain't no such thing as black on black crime. That's slave talk, coon talk. People killed in their own vicinity. Ain't no such thing as one crime over another. It's white on
Just
white
like
crime, Asian on
right,
Asian crime. Ain't
right.
no
You
such thing.
it's
So,
the
but
people in
my
your
point is,
environment.
right, you kill what's in your environment. So, if that's the case, if your neighborhood is riddled at this time, and every neighborhood, every little community, let me say a little community, has they fair share of fuckery going on with a lot of shootings, a lot of this, a lot of that going on, and it's just known and they know who doing it. They should be handling that. All the men in that
That claim
community,
they
not just the
claim they
police,
protectors,
yeah, they should be handling that.
but they not.
That's your community. Your kids got to go outside. Your kids should be able
Hmm.
to walk to school, be in the mirror, brushing their teeth for school, and not get shot.
And that's what I said. It's more men online begging women to
Yes,
allow them
Grace.
to protect and provide instead of just doing it. Because there's nowhere in the world all of those people should have showed up at that rally. I call it a rally because it was more a rally than a funeral. There should have been black men there. Where were the black men to make sure that you know what I'm saying? And even with those
Right.
hangings that they were talking about, where were the black protectors and providers in that area? So people ain't really about the life they be saying that they live in. You online arguing with women about being a protector and provider. Submit to me. I'm the protector and provider, but you ain't out here putting in the work. You saying it, but you ain't following through.
You said crime is based off proximity. Just Barbara said we all have free will given to us by the Father, and we demonstrate using the Spirit, and the Spirit you operate in will show who you believe. Yes, yes, indeed.
I don't believe in nothing. I know. So I don't. I mean, again, you can believe what you want to believe because even in the word believe is the word lie.
These people played me, y'all. I'm gonna have to get off of here. These suckers them sent me my stuff from the TikTok shop and sent me the wrong shit. Each bag supposed to have two bunch baths in it, and they only got one. I'm pissed off. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm about to show my
Mhm.
whole ass and get a refund. And now you ain't finna get paid at all. And I'm gonna
Are they
go ahead and
usually
cook
good?
these.
Are they usually good about giving returns though? They should be. As much money as
I
they
only
make.
had one refund before, so I
Okay.
never had to do it. Because now all the stuff I ordered, I ain't never had really no problems. And one time they did, but I don't know. I'm gonna let them know that no, you got me fucked up. Nope, no, baby, hell no. They better say some more on the way or something. And I can't do it while I'm on the phone. So I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Thank you, Ayann. Thanks for everybody
You're
in the
welcome.
chat that's engaging today. We ain't gonna always agree on everything, but mutual respect, that's all we ask for. Anytime anybody want
Absolutely.
to come up, next time we come together, feel free. Just mutual respect and agreeing to disagree, like y'all been doing in the comments.
Hmm.
Y'all, a couple people said I'm agree to disagree. That's what grown people do. And that's what we do.
Absolutely.
That's why I love my community. I love the people that rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking
Hmm.
about you trolls, people on the outside looking in saying something, but yeah, I love this. We have more conversations. Just Barbara, you want to come up by yourself one day, or just me and you, or anybody else want to come up as a panel? We could do that. Just email me, y'all. Hey,
And I did
Shirley, we
talk to
about to
the
get out of here, girl.
I did
It's
talk
time for
to
me to
the
act the
gardening
ass.
group. I did talk to the gardening group because I told you we collected seeds or swap seeds Sunday, and it'll be in October. I'll just have
Okay,
to get
great.
back to you on the date because it might be more
Okay,
than
cool.
just our
That's
group.
what I
Let
was
me
hoping
see.
for October.
Yep, October. Yeah.
That's okay. Catch the replay. Everybody that's coming in, catch the replay, and I'll be live later. And I'm gonna show y'all all these videos. I actually saved them to my phone because I didn't want to forget them. So I want y'all to see a couple of videos today. And if y'all seen them already, y'all can just let me know in the chat. Oh yeah, I seen that. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna talk to you later, Ayann.
Okay.
Just email me.
All right. Gratitude.
I appreciate you.
You're
And
welcome.
everybody else, I'll see y'all later. Appreciate y'all. And have a great Tuesday. So have a great, blessed day, everyone. I enjoyed the live. Yes. Say you too, Grace. What Grace say? Have a great day, Miss Rocks and chat. May everyone be blessed on purpose. I know that's right. Come back, Miss Grace. I know you've been trying to relax and get yourself together and have peace of mind. But we pretty peaceful over here. And it's good having good conversations, and I wouldn't want us to always agree. That's just unrealistic to agree on everything. But I think we're more alike than we are different. Just by the comments. I just got a feeling that we are a little bit more alike than we are different. We different, and just some of us just ain't there yet. Or may not never get where other people are. Don't have the same experiences or mindset. So but I think we got a lot of things in common. We want some of the same things. So all right, y'all, I'm out of here.